Imagine two men standing in the rain. The first holds a massive bucket with 100 holes in the bottom. Water pours in, but it drains out just as fast. The second man holds a small, solid steel cup. He catches a drizzle, but he keeps every single drop. We live in a world of leaking buckets. We tap our cards, click Buy Now, and use Apple Pay. Because we never physically hold the cash, we never feel the loss. Corporations have engineered this friction out of our lives, so we spend without thinking. To stop the leaks, we have to look at this object. This is a kakeibo. Invented by journalist Hani Motoko in 1904, it is a traditional Japanese household ledger that forces you to manually stare your spending in the face. You don't need an app or a spreadsheet to start. You need 5 things: a blank notebook, a standard pen, a red pen, a paper envelope, and your monthly income and savings targets. Getting rich on a low salary does not require you to suddenly earn a CEO's paycheck. It requires you to adopt a physical discipline that makes your invisible digital money visible again. Step 1. Open your blank notebook. We are doing this entirely by hand. The trap most people fall into is spending their paycheck first and hoping to save whatever is left over. Usually, that number is 0. Look at this equation. Kakeibo reverses the math. You start with your total income and you immediately subtract your savings goal. The result is your actual spending money. When you remove that savings block right away, you lock in your wealth. You are left with a restricted pool of cash. Having less money available forces you to get creative and prioritize what you actually need. Now turn the page to see how we manage what's left. Divide your blank layout into 4 vertical columns. Name the first column Survival. This is strictly for non-negotiables like rent, food, and utilities. Name the second column Optional. This covers dining out, shopping, and subscriptions. It's also where you're losing the most money. The third column is Culture. This tracks investments in your mind, like books or courses. Finally, label the fourth column Extra for unexpected events like car repairs or gifts. Writing out your expenses into these specific buckets takes away your excuses. You immediately see if you are paying for survival, personal growth, or disposable distractions. For that tricky optional bucket, you're going to do this. Withdraw the exact monthly budget in physical cash and seal it inside a paper envelope. When you go out, pull from this envelope. Once the cash is gone, the fun stops. You do not reach for your credit card. If you blow your whole budget in the first week, you spend the next 3 weeks at home. That hard physical limit forces you to learn impulse control. For online shopping, you need a different barrier. Flip to the back of your notebook and draw 3 columns: item, date added, and a 30-day date. This is your wish list. When you see something you want but don't need, write it here. Then walk away. You are not allowed to buy it until 30 days have passed. Look at that list a month later. 90% of the time, the urge is gone. You realize you didn't need the item. You were just trying to medicate a bad day with a quick purchase. The envelope stops you at the register, and the 30-day list stops you online. You are building physical barriers to replace mindless habits with intentional choices. Keep your Kakeibo notebook next to your bed. For the next 7 days, take 3 minutes every single evening to log your day's receipts. As you can see here, a daily coffee gets written directly into the optional bucket. Writing down latte $6.50 hurts. Your brain processes the transaction differently when you have to drag a pen across paper to record it. Feeling that friction tonight makes you hesitate before you tap your card again tomorrow morning. Most people ignore their money until the end of the month. That is an autopsy. Tracking your spending daily is a checkup that catches the leaks while you still have money left to save. By the end of your 7-day challenge, your notebook pages will be full. You have created a physical record of exactly where your life energy went. Take out your red pen, go straight to the optional column, and draw a heavy circle around every single impulse buy. Add up those red circles. Seeing the true cost of your invisible habits stacked up on a single page is a shock. Rich people understand that wealth isn't the big number on your paycheck. Wealth is the gap between what you make and what you intentionally spend. It's time to face your own leaks. Drop into the comments and confess your guilty pleasure expense. The daily coffee, the Uber rides, the online games. Then write this vow. I master my money. It does not master me. Securing your financial freedom doesn't require a lottery ticket. It starts the moment you accept the friction and pick up the pen.